Have you ever found yourself tangled in life's complexities, overwhelmed by the weight of what you cannot control? Perhaps it's an unexpected job loss, a relationship hitting rocky ground, or even the world events that seem to cascade into your daily peace. These moments, filled with uncertainty and anxiety, can make us feel small and powerless. But imagine for a moment that there's a way to navigate all this, a mindset that allows you to remain steady, calm, and in control, no matter the storm outside. This is where the timeless principles of Stoicism step in, offering us a compass not just to endure life, but to thrive within it. Let's step back in time for a moment to the ancient Roman Empire. Picture Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king, seated in his dimly lit study, surrounded by the hum of distant markets and the whispers of Roman politics. Despite the grandeur of his position, Marcus faced enormous pressures daily, from military threats to political intrigue. Imagine him, quill in hand, penning his reflections late into the night. These weren't mere observations, but deep philosophical musings known today as the Meditations, a personal diary where Marcus grappled with the very essence of what it means to live a life of virtue, regardless of external circumstances. This Stoic sage, amidst his imperial duties, offered wisdom on how to handle the uncontrollable aspects of life, a wisdom that speaks volumes even today. At its heart, Stoicism is about distinguishing between what we can control and what we cannot. So what does this Stoic principle really mean? Well, the Stoics believe that while you can't control external events, you can control your responses to them. Let's delve deeper. Picture life as a grand stage play, with each of us assigned roles, the roles being our occupations, our relationships, and the situations we find ourselves in. However, while we don't write the script, we do have the freedom to decide how we perform our part. Stoicism teaches that the only true control we have is over our own thoughts, intentions, and reactions. Everything else, health, wealth, the opinions of others, lies beyond our grasp. To make this idea more tangible, envision the analogy of the Stoic archer. This archer, standing at a distance, aims carefully at a target. He draws his bowstring taut, focuses, and releases the arrow. Up until the moment the arrow leaves the bow, he maintains control. However, once the arrow is airborne, innumerable factors, from a sudden gust of wind to the target moving, enter the equation, and these are beyond his control. The Stoic archer understands that a successful hit isn't just about hitting the target, but about taking the best shot within his control. In our modern context, this can apply to the way we approach challenges at work or in personal life. You might work diligently on a project, putting in your best effort, but whether it gets recognition or overlooked is not solely within your control. Here lies the Stoic peace. By focusing on the quality of your work and relinquishing the need to control the outcome, you detach from unnecessary anxiety. So how can you bring these ancient ideas into your everyday routines? Start by identifying the things that are genuinely within your control. Consider your daily commute. Traffic, weather, and other drivers are all factors you can't control. However, you can control your patience, your choice in music or podcasts, and how you decide to spend that time. Attempt instead to prepare, adapt, and respond calmly to the unpredictable elements of your day. One practical technique is the Stoic exercise of negative visualization. It's the practice of imagining the worst-case scenario and then mentally preparing yourself for it. This sounds counterintuitive, but by facing your fears head-on, you reduce their impact. For instance, if you're apprehensive about a presentation at work, imagine it going badly, not to scare yourself, but to mentally rehearse how you would handle such an outcome gracefully. Another valuable practice is journaling, much like Marcus Aurelius did. Spend a few minutes each day reflecting on your experiences, writing down what you learned and what you can improve. This practice helps in cementing the Stoic approach of distinguishing your reactions from external events, allowing you to see your life with greater clarity. Developing a mantra can also be crucial. Phrases like, "I am in control of my actions, not the results," or "I focus on what I can do now," can serve as powerful reminders throughout your day. Repeating these mantras helps in rewiring your response patterns to stressors, grounding you in the present moment. Yet, perhaps the most profound application of Stoicism lies in its ability to foster resilience. Life will inevitably throw curveballs your way, be it a career setback, a personal loss, or a challenge that seems insurmountable. In those moments, remember that Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions, but about acknowledging them without letting them dictate your actions. Acknowledge the frustration, the sadness, but focus on constructive steps forward. Like a ship navigating through rough seas, your course is determined by how you adjust your sails. Every morning offers a new beginning. When you wake up, take a moment for a Stoic meditation. Ask yourself, what are the things today that you can influence? Commit to focusing your energy there, and let the rest be. This mindful approach not only reduces the clutter of anxiety, but also sharpens your ability to make impactful decisions. As you embark on this journey of Stoic practice, realize that mastery is a gradual process. Each small step builds resilience. Each challenge conquered or gracefully accepted enhances your inner strength. It's about progress, not perfection. You are, after all, shaping a mindset that stands resilient against the impermanence of life. In the end, embracing Stoic principles doesn't just equip you to face life's vicissitudes, it empowers you to live with a profound sense of peace and purpose. So tomorrow, as you face whatever the day brings, remember that while you can't control the world around you, you can absolutely control how you choose to perceive and react to it. Let this realization be your guiding light.